Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Tales of the Macabre. This evening I invite you to explore the innards of an abandoned school building. It was dark this particular evening, and me and a friend were walking. We happened by an abandoned school building, and we pondered what could be lying inside. What mysteries shall we explore? We played a game of rock, paper, scissors, and I unfortunately lost. It was up to me to explore the remnants of this building. I was able to get in through an open window, just large enough for me to squeeze on in. I explored the rooms one by one, finding nothing of real interest. However, when I went up the stairs, I found 4 classrooms, fully furnished. Dead ends on each side of me. One way up, one way out. The first classroom I entered was fully furnished. And I explored a little bit, investigated. But in the distance I heard talking, whispering, murmuring. I dismissed it, thinking it was just my friend coming in to check on me. I called out to him and waited. Minutes passed. Still, no reply. So I sent him a text saying, "Joe, did you come into the building looking for me? Did you get bored being the lookout?" Again, I waited for a reply. Nervous now, for the thought, the possible threat of intruders was near. But he replied no, and that I was the only one in the building. I heard footsteps going down the hall, the opposite direction of myself, so I peered out the door, slowly, carefully. I saw what I thought was 2 shadowy figures walk into another classroom. I quickly turned aside. I called out, saying, "Hello, is there anybody else in here with me?" No answer. Finally, I worked up the courage, and I walked and peered into the classroom that they entered. Nothing. No one was there. And as I said, there was only one way in and one way out. I couldn't find a soul lurking in that building with me. So I moved forward still. Again, I heard talking, but this time louder than before, and more than one person. So I quickened up the pace and hastily retreated. I made it to the window from which I came. And before exiting, I heard the faint sound of a school bell continuously ringing louder and louder until I exited the building. My friend says he did not hear the school bell. He didn't see anybody enter into the building after I did. He says I was alone, and he was sure of it. But as for me, I'm not so sure. Thanks for joining me again, YouTubers. Until next time, good evening.